Okay, good morning, traders. Happy Monday. It is raining in London, and so I'm going to be staying in and trading. What else can you do on a rainy Monday? I will be going for a run actually, because I think I actually quite enjoy running in the rain, funnily enough. Anyway, I hope you had a good weekend, guys. Today's video is going to be about gold, okay? And in particular, a lot of people have been looking at gold over the last few weeks, and it's kind of gone a little bit quiet on us. And I want to break down today's chart and show you what I'm looking at and how I'm looking to get involved with gold. Okay, now, as I've kind of said before, I don't really trade gold, but certainly I'm interested in it for the fact that firstly it's an inflation hedge. The other fact is that it's always a good investment for the long term to hedge against inflation anyway. So I'm always looking at gold, just seeing what's going on, and it obviously has an impact across the board on the dollar and so on. So let's get to the charts, guys. Okay. Now, if you're new to our channel, hit the subscribe button. Okay. So and the bell notification so that you don't miss future videos, and like our videos, please, if you're enjoying our content, as it helps YouTube get us out to more people. Now, let's get straight to the charts, guys. Now, I did a little bit of analysis before we got on. So one of the things that I like to look at is certainly the daily 50 EMA and the daily 200 EMA. So you should definitely always look at that, especially for something like gold, because big institutions, they look at that. Okay, they want to know where we are with that. So let's firstly just talk a little bit about that. So you can kind of see, if we go back to these kind of strong trends, that on the whole, you can see that the 50 moving average was above the 200-day moving average, apart from this little blip here. Now, I've actually drawn in some outer trend lines here, and if you can see here, I've actually changed the color to this one to purple because I see this one as being quite significant. So why do I see it as being quite significant? Because, excuse me, if you kind of take this whole trend up, the only time that it was in real doubt before it ultimately ended, which was here, was really here, okay, where we had this kind of big blip and then the market resumed this uptrend. And so by using that line, I basically projected it over here. And you can kind of see where it kind of brings us back in. So I actually think, as a long-term investor, what I'd be really keen on would be for us to basically come back and hit this line, okay? And then hopefully, then we start a new uptrend, okay? Now, that's what I'm looking for. So let's have a look to get a bit more specific. So, at the moment, one of the things that I can see that could lead to a deeper retracement is that there's certainly some familiarity, some similarity certainly with the price action over here. Okay, you can kind of see that ultimately we did this huge move up. We did, like, you can see that a couple of spikes here, look, similar to here. And then the market did push up, and that would have been the equivalent here where we would have seen this big move. Now that hasn't happened. We actually took out the high there. So that's where it's a little bit different, okay? So I just wanted to point that out as well. And, but I'm kind of looking at it as a value investor. Where would I want to buy? Not necessarily where is it going to go next, because at the moment it's looking still quite strong. The 50 is above the 200. We've just crossed back above. But you have had this period of ranging, okay, where you can see the 50 going through the 200 quite a bit, and clearly the market's going sideways. So if the market does give us the opportunity to invest and comes back down whatever pace it does, back to this line. The thing that you want to do is you want to add confluent, okay? And you want to add a horizontal demand zone to be the area. Now, what I can see close to this instantly is here. There's a lot of price action there, okay? And I'll make this a little bit bigger. Now, if you have a look here, let's zoom into this, you can see that the market has acted as resistance, and then look how much time the price has spent here. And then when it breaks, it comes back into this zone and breaks, and then breaks down, comes back into this zone, reacts again. I like this zone, okay? I really like this zone so that you'd be looking at between 1600 and 1550, okay? Now, if I just kind of take this and then just carry on moving it to the left, you can see that even in the past, this was an interesting zone, like where the market acted as resistance and then demand came back in and then came back down. From there, demand came back in. This is a really interesting zone. Now, here's the thing, what I'm not saying. I'm not saying the market is going to go back there. So if anybody's bullish on gold and they've bought gold and they're watching this video and they're thinking, oh my word, I better get out because the market's going down here. I'm not saying that. Okay, what I'm saying is, as a value investor, I'm looking for value. Okay, goes without saying. So I don't want to buy more gold. So I've got some gold on my portfolio. I don't want to buy more gold at these prices. However, if we got a dip, this here would represent good value for me. Okay, especially with what's going on in the world with inflation, basically eroding our cash. Okay, so this is where money flows when there's basically a lot of inflation. And at the moment, it's obviously extremely high for various different reasons that we've spoken about before. And I don't think it's going to change. I don't think that inflation is going to be taken under control anytime soon. So I think people will naturally want to move their money from dollars and pounds into assets that are going to do better than inflation. And one of those assets that traditionally people move money to is, of course, gold, and now Bitcoin as well. So that could also help Bitcoin over the next sort of 6 to 12 months, really, break its all-time high. Okay, so that's what I really wanted to cover today, guys. I'm looking at really just from an investment point of view, but I think this is a good opportunity. Now, if you're trading and the market starts to show some bullish signs here and it holds on the 50 EMA and you start to see a move up, well, the great thing about traders is that they can make money on short-term ideas, and you don't need to necessarily know whether it's going to go up from here or whether it's going to come back down. So I'm talking more today about investing, but if you're a trader, then of course you just carry on trading the opportunities that you see, following your rule-based system. All right. I hope that gives you some insight and some help. I would love to hear your comments of what you think gold is going to do next. Do you think it's going to pull back to 1600, or do you think we're going to break the all-time high first? Comment below this video. Let me know. And of course, let me know if you've got any questions. And don't forget to hit that like button. We really appreciate it. Have a good day, guys. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.